When evaluating potential software to automate your organization, it's easy to think about the incumbents, the usual suspects, the most common systems that are out there. But there's a lot of really interesting technology out there that you may not know about. What exactly are those technological solutions to be aware of? That's what I'm going to talk about here today. My name is Eric Kimberling. I'm the CEO of Third Stage Consulting. We're an independent consulting firm that helps clients throughout the world reach their third stage of digital transformation success. And when organizations are defining a digital strategy to automate their business or to improve their business, oftentimes they look at the usual systems that are out there. They look at SAP, they look at Microsoft, they look at Oracle, Workday, NetSuite, some of the big names that you've probably heard of. But a lot of times they overlook some of the more interesting and more innovative systems that are out there. So what I want to do today is talk about what are some of those really interesting technological solutions that you may have never heard of, but you may want to consider for your organization. And these are technologies that we're not affiliated with. I have no tie to these companies, neither does my organization, but they are systems that are interesting and they may be worth taking a look at in your digital strategy. Now, if you're looking for more understanding of what some of the different technological options are in the marketplace, in addition to watching this video, I encourage you to read our digital transformation report. It's a report we publish each year that provides a number of independent reviews and rankings of different technology options in the marketplace. You can read that report by scanning the QR code right here, or you can go to the links in the description field below. A first technology to be aware of that you may have never heard of, but could be highly impactful or highly beneficial to your organization, is a software vendor called Palantir. Palantir provides a sort of interoperability sort of technology that allows organizations to tie together multiple systems and provide analytics and artificial intelligence on top of that. It's sort of like middleware and business intelligence combined with some workflow automation mixed in as well. So in other words, it's like middleware on steroids. It does a lot of other stuff too, in addition to tying together different technologies. Now, Palantir is a product that's been used by some very large organizations throughout the world. For example, the US government and National Health Service, or the NHS in the UK, are two examples of big government entities that have used the product. And the reason I bring this up is because Palantir's strength is the ability to tie together multiple systems, legacy systems that may be too hard or too risky or too costly to replace, but it provides you an option and a way to get a single source of truth and visibility into your different systems and analytics and artificial intelligence and reporting of those different systems in a consolidated fashion. Now, if you're looking for more of a deep dive and an objective review of Palantir, I encourage you to check out this video that I posted right here. That's an intro to Palantir and a description of what Palantir is and sort of an independent review of that product. So if you're an organization that's highly complex, you have a lot of different systems, and you may not have the tolerance or the budget or the appetite to replace all those back-end systems, Palantir could be a good option to help you get the most value out of the technologies you have, while also adding some new capabilities like artificial intelligence, data analytics, business intelligence, and workflow automation. So Palantir is one really interesting technology you may want to consider as you define your digital strategy moving forward. Another really interesting technology that's making waves in the market is Snowflake. And Snowflake is a sort of a business intelligence and analytics sort of solution that allows organizations to put a layer of technology on top of their existing systems to provide that single source of truth, much like Palantir that I described a minute ago, but without some of the different automation in the workflow that Palantir brings to the table. Snowflake is also a product that I would consider useful for every type of organization, from a small organization to a larger, more complex organization. So it's a product that can scale, but it's also not too much. It's not too heavy for a small or mid-sized organization as well. And Snowflake can be a great option if you're not looking to necessarily replace all of your ERP or enterprise technologies and the back office systems you have already, but instead you're trying to figure out how to get more insights from those systems, or you're trying to figure out how to just make do with what you've got and get more business value out of your existing technology. If that's the case, then Snowflake may be a great option for you as well. Another very interesting technology that you may have heard of, it's very easy to deploy and something that you don't need to spend a lot of money on, is ChatGPT and/or OpenAI. These are tools that are very low cost and can be used to really game change the way people do their jobs. And this is a great option if you're looking for those incremental, low-cost types of improvements to your business without having to go through the pain and headache and cost and risk of a big, massive enterprise-wide technological replacement. ChatGPT and OpenAI can be used by any organization, and it's something that can be deployed a little bit more organically and really focusing on specific process improvements and automation and more creativity and better ideas within your organization. So ChatGPT and OpenAI is something that's been fascinating in the world of technology. A lot of consumers use it, a lot of people use it for a lot of different purposes, but it's something that organizations are just now starting to figure out how they might start to use OpenAI and ChatGPT to automate their businesses. So there's a whole host of ways that you could use ChatGPT to improve your business. In fact, I've posted a video recently that you can find a link to right here. If you click on this link, it takes you to my overview of what is ChatGPT, but it is a technology that you may want to consider as a way to really focus on those incremental improvements. So ChatGPT can be a great way to provide more knowledge and automation, provide more information at the fingertips of employees without having to spend a lot of money on that implementation. Another really interesting technology that's actually been around for a long time is Salesforce Platform. And a lot of you may have heard of Salesforce. I've done a review on my YouTube channel, which you can find right here, of the Salesforce CRM product. You may think of it as a CRM system, but actually Salesforce is also a platform. It's a development platform that allows you to create applications and buy third-party applications that are built on that same platform. So even if you're not necessarily looking to deploy Salesforce CRM or customer relationship management software, the Salesforce Platform has a number of third-party applications that you can use to sort of mix and match a best-of-breed solution to automate different parts of your business. For example, we work with a lot of manufacturing organizations, and a lot of them will look at or evaluate Rootstock, which is a software solution that's built on the Salesforce Platform. It's a third-party software vendor, but they built their product on that Salesforce Platform. There's 100 or more other types of providers of software in the Salesforce Platform, but not only can you buy those third-party solutions, you can also custom develop your own solution using the tool set. The Salesforce Platform is often referred to as Platform as a Service or PaaS, and that's a type of platform that allows you to focus not just on the application itself, but providing a platform to develop the capabilities you need technologically now and in the future. So one really interesting thing you might want to consider for your digital strategy is the Salesforce Platform. Another really interesting business technology that you may not have heard of is a product called Odoo. And Odoo is an ERP system, or an enterprise resource planning technology, that is open source, which is different from other types of ERP systems. And the fact that it's open source means that you have a lot more flexibility and you can do more with the software with limited technical capabilities if you need to. Odoo can be a great option for organizations that don't want the complexity and the big, heavy, enterprise-wide ERP systems that are too complex, too costly, too risky, with little business value to show for it. Odoo can be a good option or a good alternative to those traditional ERP providers. Now, open source means that you've got more flexibility. You can do more with the software, you have more options, you can change the software to do different things. And the other benefit of Odoo is that it's very modular based. Every ERP system has modules, but Odoo truly is a modular based system where you can deploy one piece of the software or one module or component within the software without necessarily having to deploy and integrate the other modules as well. So it can be a great way to sort of ease into an ERP solution without having to bite off all the modules all at once. So Odoo is a great option, especially if you don't have the budgets or the resources to go through a traditional ERP implementation. If you'd like to learn more about Odoo and you're looking for an independent, objective review of the product, you can watch my video right here where I dive into some of the strengths and weaknesses of the Odoo product. Another really interesting software in the marketplace is a product called STOPWATCH. STOPWATCH is somewhat like Palantir and Snowflake, which I talked about earlier, but it's a little bit different. First, STOPWATCH is a system that integrates other systems and integrates data from other solutions. So it ties together different systems and looks at the data and provides predictive analytics to help you make decisions based on information that resides in other systems. It also allows you to consolidate or aggregate data sources from outside your organization as well. So it's really a way to take multiple systems, multiple data sets, and provide meaning to those data analytics so you can make better decisions. Now, STOPWATCH is something that's focused primarily on consumer product companies that are very supply chain intensive. So it allows you to better predict demand and understand what consumer behavior and buying patterns are looking like. It helps you predict seasonality and use data and AI and machine learning to try and figure out what you should be doing in terms of your supply chain and your procurement types of processes. So STOPWATCH is another example of a really interesting technology that can be a good alternative to replacing all of your back-end systems, and it can provide a lot of value incrementally that doesn't cost you as much time, money, and complexity and risk as a traditional ERP system. So these are just a few of the really interesting technologies that are out there that you might consider as part of your digital strategy and your overall transformation. But for more independent reviews and rankings and understanding of different technologies in the marketplace, I encourage you to read our Digital Transformation Report. It's an annual report we publish each year that highlights some of the best systems in the marketplace, as well as provides best practices in digital transformation to ensure that you're successful in your overall project. You can read that report by scanning the QR code in front of you, or you can go to the links I've included below. So I hope you found this information useful and hope you have a great day. It provides more alternatives to that doesn't make any sense. The Salesforce Platform is often at their fingertips. This is not a crime video. It's